Welcome back, everyone, to part number 3 of the Burning Wheel Patronage, session number 9. Weird things are happening. Shall we go back to Adriana, I think?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Get some burning done.
Yeah.
I want to see
what-
some burning.
I mean, yeah. Like, I have some threads to pursue,
Yeah.
and I feel before I attempt to sneak into a man's house and set fire to his house, I should make up with my stab friend. Or at least
Good old
figure out
stab friend.
at least figure out where I stand with my stab friend, so that I don't bring my stab friend to a tense situation and then try to counter her loyalty and end up getting stabbed. Because getting stabbed is not what I want for Adriana. Yeah. I mean, part of me just wants to try in circles like a poison maker. Well, no, like basically the this thing equivalent of a pharmacist. Because apparently the things I want aren't illegal.
A herbalist.
Herbalist, there we go.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Because I'm just desperately hunting for that routine circles test. But I think yeah, I'm gonna lean on my relationship with Elia, and I'm gonna go find Elia, and I'm gonna talk to Elia, because yep.
Okay. She is trying to think. What time of day are you looking for her?
How long has it been since our fight?
Like a week.
Okay.
Yeah. She's been avoiding you.
Fair. Well, do I catch her when she comes to get her pay? Maybe that's it. Of like, okay, look, you could leave work really punctually and avoid me as I'm trying to do my rounds after work. You can come in at awkward times and all that, but I know when your pay is ready. And I bet you want that shit.
You're the worst boss. The worst boss.
Yes. I don't look. My few employees get paid pretty well for their work, and unfortunately, I have a very weird relationship with this particular girl where I'm attempting to mother someone with no capacity to do so. Yeah.
Been in that situation.
Whoo!
I haven't actually. That was a joke.
I think I'm like waiting. I flank the room where she goes to collect her like money for the week, and then like catch her as she tries to leave.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm just like, Elia.
And she's like, I have errands.
I tell you when you have errands while you're on the clock, Elia. Not the clock, but you know what? While you're at work, I'm the one who tells you when you have errands, Elia. And right now, what you need to do is come have a conversation with me. And I like gesture towards my office.
And she says,
She can't really tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah. No, and she looks at you and she says, a conversation? With who? My boss, my adoptive mother, my think she's my friend, my underworld connection. Who am I talking to?
yeah, I think a level of the performative drops out.
Mm-hmm.
And like, because I'm doing this in like a public, like this is when people go to get their money. There are
Mhm.
people around here. And I think Adriana letting down her persona as boss lady means something more here than in
Mhm.
just in between the two of them.
You can assume that, yes.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm going for anyway.
Yeah.
It does to Adriana at least.
Yes.
And she goes, talking to me, Alia. What we project into the conversation, well, that's sort of what I want to talk about.
Yeah, and she's like, fine, but I'm busy. Make it quick.
I know. Yeah. So we move into the more private space.
Mm-hmm.
I really need to get an instinct that is compulsively serve people tea, because I realize in every fucking scene where I converse with one person, I'm like, tea? Yeah, but yeah, I bring it through and say, I don't want you to feel like you're trapped in here, but if I don't intend to throw you out on the street, but if we're going to work together and you're going to live in my house, we need to figure out where we stand. So, Elia, I'm sorry. The way I acted last week was, well, it was a little unpleasant and unnecessary and generally a bit petty. I am concerned for you. And you are correct in that part of it is because I knew it was very close with your mother, and that bond meant a lot to me. And I can't see her anymore. So everything that I had held on to between the two of us has sort of ended up on you, and that isn't fair.
I didn't
But
ask for that.
I know. But as we're both aware, a lot of the things in life aren't things we ask for. We just have to deal with them. But, be that as it may, you are a person in your own right. And I would like for us to, at the very least, be able to communicate. Because it's very difficult to have a secretary I can't find or speak to. At the very least. And preferably, I would like us to have a relatively cordial relationship. So, can we work towards said cordial relationship, Elia?
She's not looking at you.
Sure.
I
remember what being 17 was like, and someone tried to be real with you.
Yeah. And she's just like, fine.
Okay. Elliot, I'm going to ask you a question that is probably going to be difficult. And I don't want to pry too deeply into your life, but it is something that matters in a variety of ways. Why do you feel the need or desire to go out and attempt to commit street crimes when you have money and a place to live?
And she says, God, I know the essence of what I want her to say. I just don't know what the words are. She says something that is like stereotypically like rebellious,
Yeah.
and like she is stifled, and um uh like she is unable to, like, the structures around her are too rigid.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I think Adriana like goes, okay, okay, and like holds up a hand, and then walks over to a cabinet and like pulls out a bottle of wine, two glasses, and just pours two, and just like hands her one.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of gestures to some seats. In an attempt to be like, look, okay, let's have an actual conversation as two adults, not as
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like I'm not. And it's not necessarily a like I'm your bestest friend. It's like a look.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a I'm your boss or I'm your weird mum figure.
Mm-hmm.
Have a drink with me and talk honestly for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I need to roll anything to like set that atmosphere or.
Yes, there's definitely a role.
Is that persuasion?
Child brewery.
She's
not a
17.
child.
She's very specifically, by the rules of the game, not a child.
She's being a child.
Sure, but every character around this table has been a child on at least one occasion.
Fair.
I don't mean that in that they're young.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. Sophia's the pinnacle of maturity.
Yeah, I feel like it probably is persuade.
Sure.
Like, it's not soothing platitudes because you're being like sincere,
Yeah.
which soothing
And it's not a
platitude is
platitude.
not.
I'm not saying like
Yeah.
it's gonna be fine. I'm saying like have a fucking conversation with me, which is terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's persuade.
Okay.
Elia's will is free.
Yep. Just looking at my skills and trying to figure out if there's anything I can fork, but I don't think there is, which makes this not routine. I didn't lie to her anywhere in that sentence, did I? No. Shit. No. Balls. Okay. Persuasion. 0 modifiers. Not to spend any Arthur. Base obstacle 3. Doop-a-doop-boo. Oh, damn. I succeeded a roll, team.
You did it.
Did the thing.
You did it.
Rats.
Go Adriana even.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she takes the glass.
I think the thing is that Adriana isn't like handing it to her. She like puts them down the table and sits on one side of it of like the join me or don't.
Yeah, and so she takes a glass and drinks from it.
Yeah, I think like Adriana kind of like leans back in this chair, and she goes, "Elia, I'm not going to claim I entirely understand, because
you can't.
Exactly. When I was 17, I was busy running cons and working my way up into having enough large, heavy-set friends to beat money out of people who didn't pay me back.
Who says that's not what I'm doing?
You'd be drinking nicer wine. My point, and also you wouldn't have the time to work here. You do too good a job here to be running a loan shark business on the side. Unless you're that much better than me, which, well, it'd be a nice surprise, I suppose. Elliot, I'm not trying to make moral judgments to tell you who you can and cannot be.
But you are, though. This is exactly what you did when you said I should be a secretary when I couldn't even read.
The point of that was not that. The point of that was not to make you into a specific person. It was to give you the opportunities to be anyone you wanted to be. The thing that we, people who grew up in unpleasant places, miss out on is the education the fine, upstanding clients who walk through my door get just for being born. If what you want to do is make your daily bread taking advantage of such people, well, I'm really not in a position to judge. It's frankly what I do. I just happen to have a guild seal. But you're a smart girl. And there are ways for you to be far wealthier than being a cut purse. If you need that danger in your life, well, such things can be found. But I would appreciate it if you would keep me in the loop.
He says, well, what if that's the only thing I'm good at?
Elia, you apparently don't even like being a secretary and you're the best I've ever had.
That's not true. Your business is performing worse than it ever has done.
That's because my money is in the wrong place, buying singing lessons that apparently aren't appreciated.
Or maybe it's because the person running your books isn't as good as you think they are.
Finbar, have you tried sleeping with offering pastries to or stealing from your problems?
Everything she owns, I gave her. oh, for fuck's sake. One moment, please. Yeah. Fuck. How do I respond to that? I go. Maybe she isn't. But if the person who can check me or improve upon my work is busy running around trying to mug people who don't have any money to their name.
How can I improve on accountancy when I can't even do numbers, Adriana? You give me these books and I copy them down. I don't know what half of this means.
You do realize that learning... I understand that you've picked up everything I've ever put in front of you exceptionally quickly. To the point it's frankly a little bit intimidating. But you don't learn a field as complicated as managing the money of the most rich and powerful people in the city overnight, Elia. And that it's difficult.
And she says,
"Oh God, she's projecting so hard right now."
And she says, "I know that, but we've been at this for nearly nearly a year, and this is... I can't do it. I can't.
God damn your free will, Alia. Yeah, what the fuck does Adriana say to that? It's like, so, allow me to get this straight. You can't do the tasks to which I've hired you for. You aren't interested in the things you've told me you want to do and that I'm putting money through the nose for. And the thing that apparently you're so good at, you came back from late, upset, and without any extra money. So tell me, Alia, what is it in life that you're aiming for here?
Fuck.
Because it sounds an awful lot like you're just giving up because you're experiencing difficulties.
Oh, fuck. Ah.
Yup.
There's big moods all around.
Just channeling parents and teachers.
there are some roles happening.
Yeah, I don't know what they are, but there are roles.
Ugly truth.
Yeah, actually, that's it, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, I think this.
Yeah, because it was gonna be like I was defaulted to persuasion because I'm not intimidating her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not soothing her.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like on persuasion to get her open up, but no, it is. Yeah, that is like you can do it. It's just hard, and because you're smart, you've not had to deal with difficult before.
Oof. Big oof energy.
This is ugly truth about friends, family.
I think we might have called her family before.
Okay. Yeah.
We should maybe make a note of that somewhere. Where the what's my ob there?
Or is this an ugly truth about a nuanced and delicate situation?
Yeah. But talking about her like life and self-worth.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess I just don't know where ugly truth about a delicate situation and ugly truth. Where is the blending point between ugly truth about a person?
I think the like ugly truth about family is saying like your family is like this. Yeah, I think this is ob 5 ugly truth about a nuanced and delicate situation, because that's exactly what this is, right?
Who's excited for me to fail?
Right, it is.
Okay. So 0 modifiers.
Yeah. Everything you've stated is 100% true. What the difficulty is here is how is she going to take it?
Yeah.
And so the success is.
We don't need to worry about that, to be honest.
Let's establish what the success could be.
Let's have this discussion.
Because it's good practice. The success is that she will like take that on board and
it's not going to be instant, but she'll sit with it.
But she will sit with it and like slowly she will like regain the confidence she has to learn the skills that she needs, because like from a like GM standpoint. I'm just pulling on the fact that yes, she's got like prodigy and stuff, but she fucking doesn't have any of the skills she needs to be a secretary. She has read and
Absolutely.
write. That's
Yeah.
all she can do, and
Absolutely.
she has a really good knife skill.
Yes. She has
Um,
the only thing she's like actually really good at is
stabbing
the
people.
fallback skill she got from being a mugger.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to go back to that thing that
Mm-hmm.
you forgot you practiced, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, the failure is that this distance grows ever wider.
I think the failure is she packs her bags and leaves. I think she's gonna storm out, and like it's gonna be work to get her back in the house.
God fucking damn it. Bianca! Come fucking co-mum with me.
Says the one who sent her out the city.
Yeah, for her own goddamn safety. Well, that's as expected. On the bright side, my perception increases.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Oh, wow.
Question. On a mechanical front, before we dive back into how badly this is about to go.
Uh-huh.
If you're learning a bunch of perception skills and your perception goes up, does your aptitude, do you get an extra like dot in there?
Well, your aptitude is based on your perception,
Yeah.
right? So that gets better.
Okay. I mean, I'm more than happy to add an extra dot to all my like I'm learning these skills.
I don't think you add a dot to the skills.
Okay.
Like I don't know how.
No. Not to the skills, but like, so I'm currently 4 tests out of 10 into learning ugly truth.
Mm-hmm.
But it is 10 minus my perception as a starting point. So do I gain a test?
No, just the number of tests you need to get goes down.
Yes, so effectively you do that because in all the sheet does is count up to 10 with a start as opposed to count backwards from 10. So
Okay. So yeah, like
okay, cool.
Yes.
Aye. Sick. Well, that's my first increase. Yay. Okay, right. So yeah. I drop this horrendous piece of like you're just giving up because it's hard. And it turns out no one wants to hear that?
Yeah.
Ever.
And so she starts crying and she gets up and she leaves.
And yeah, I think there's like the crying starts and Adriana's face is like solid. I'm not gonna react to this.
Mm-hmm.
And then she like goes to leave and Adriana can't quite stop herself from like half getting out of the chair and like putting her hand out. And yeah, she storms out.
Yeah, she storms out. Like the door is left open. You see her like grab a cloak, and she leaves.
Yeah. I think Adriana just like sits back in the chair. And yeah, I think just drains the entire glass of wine in one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the scene closes on her just like tapping this empty glass against her forehead and just going, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think we need anything else out of this scene, to be honest.
That was a really good scene.
Damn it, Elia!
Okay. Shall we see what Alov is up to now?
Yeah. I'm gonna be going over and assessing.
Just gonna pitch this right here. Alov just lost a housemate. So
why would a young thief stay with a dwarf? Oh yeah, you know, it happens. It happens.
Sounds like the start of a sitcom.
I would just love if, like, okay, Alov can't do circles, but just randos keep showing up to live in his attic. Would be so good.
Very funny, actually.
Yeah, no.
Um.
Yeah, no. A singer and his brother turns up, and it turns into 2.5 men.
Does that make me Charlie Sheen? I don't want to be Charlie Sheen.
No, you're the
that makes you
kid.
the kid.
Okay, sweet. Oh.
I am high. It's on a drug called Charlie Sheen. God damn it.
Yeah, I want to check out this shitty stadium thing. What's the word? Theater. Yes, that's the word. Stadium thing.
La Fiore
like a
della
stadium,
Rosa
but shitty,
is
yeah.
no shitty establishment, mind you.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Sorry, what's it called again?
Let me something the Fiore del Rosa, something along those lines.
Right.
Means like basically means like the flower blossom or the rose blossom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know what's...
not
Because I'm a
okay,
pretentious
because
son of a bitch.
well, because I misheard it as Fiora Dolorosa, which would make it the blossom of sorrow,
Hell yeah.
or like the blossom of like pain and whatnot. So that's
Oh,
Interestingly, like Rose Blossom is also what Florence, the city, is named after.
ah.
Yeah, it's where the word Florence comes from. Is the
La
blossom?
Fiore, yeah. La Fiore de Rosa is what I have written in Vittorio's sheet.
Yeah.
sweet. Okay.
Yeah, and so it's been like a solid like month and a half, maybe even longer than that, since the tragic tale of Vittorio Esperanza.
Pour one out.
And yeah, the Rosa has not been kept.
Yeah.
Since then, like the people that Vito like hired have all left and scattered, and so are you trying to arrange to like meet Christoph there, or are you just going yourself and you're gonna go look around?
Yeah, I'll go with Christoph. See what he like thinks is most important. We can just look from there.
Mm-hmm. What are you sending me, Ash?
It was just the translate thing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, we established that you two were gonna have a look around there. So, like the next day, Herr Kalb is wearing another fantastical outfit. This time it's a one of those shirts that has the big like puffy shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in like red, and it's got like white and black like puffy shoulders and white sleeves. And he's wearing like knee-high black leather boots.
Fancy guy.
Yep.
I'm not that fancy. I wear the same clothes I wear every day.
Yep. Yeah, and so he says, Master Dwarf, please come. See the not much of a facade. I think think one of your signs might do quite well. Replace this. Frankly, I guess it's the fashion around here. And yeah, Finbar, do you want to describe like whatever sign was on the outside of the theater? Like, I'll let you do the descriptions here because it's your place, but
yeah, I mean, I am very much taking it from the kind of like it's the Globe Theatre, but if you transposed it to Italy.
Yes, but it's like half the size and
yeah. I mean, no, but the Globe Theatre was kind of shitty before it got real going.
Yes.
Also, recently discovered that the Globe, they set fire to the first Globe Theatre burned down. The first time it burned down was because they were doing special effects and accidentally set fire to the thatched roof because they fired an actual live cannon to make a sound effect during a play. And oh my god, Shakespeare was very much the basis of veto. But that's great. Anyway, yes. No, I think the sign is very clearly a thing that Vito threw up a quick version of, and it's like a really simply carved like rose in a wooden plaque that's like hanging.
Yeah, and it's now hanging on like one nail.
It might just be like he was like, it doesn't need to be fancy. Just make it so that it won't fall off. So like you can see one of the nails is like pulling out, but it's still just hanging in there. So the place is like, I think and that's the general vibe of the place. It's like his thing was he wanted it made well, but it looked simple. And so you can see like it's all just still hanging in there. Yeah, but there's a lot of signs of wear and tear. Is the vibe I think it's probably got at this point.
Sure.
But yeah, very much like the Globe Theatre, but a bit smaller, and more Florentine rather than English architecture.
Yeah.
But that's sort of like the central thing is, yeah, there's very much the theater and the round kind of thing going on in the middle, big, like lots of standing space because he intended this to be a theater that like normal people could come to.
Sure. Yeah.
Like that was sort of his plan was I'm going to make plays that are accessible for everybody.
Yeah. Not
just fancy types. There are obviously boxes for fancy types.
Yeah.
But yeah. And yes, now I therefore turn it over to you to be, and this is how the place has suffered.
Yeah. Yeah, and so so I think it definitely looks like there were definitely some squatters in here for like a couple weeks before the property was bought again. Yeah, I think this idea of like everything looks like it was being like there was constant upkeep to keep everything just at the level of everything is just about fine.
Yeah.
But now that upkeep hasn't been done, there are like problems here and there, like there are doors that don't like open properly, and there are yeah, I feel like there's definitely a part of the stage where there was a trapdoor, but the trapdoor is just like stuck open now and they can't get it to close or anything. And there are like some half-made like sets that never even really got designed properly. They were just like thrown together, and
there's like the beginnings of the like castle scene for that monologue he wrote, but only half of it's been painted and the sky is still just wood.
Yeah, and I think there's lots of things like at some point one of the squatters like pulled the curtains down and broke the railings that the curtains were on to use as bedding, and
It's fine. It's fine.
Wow. Yeah.
could do with some work, I think.
Yes. Yeah. There's some things that need fixing first, and then we can look at designing things fresh and new later. Like that door's supposed to open, I think. That one's not supposed to. I'm fairly sure those chairs were meant to. Anyway.
I imagine that like the night we like met, Vito took you on like a drunk tour of his theater and laid out this like magnificent plan he had. But it's like half remembered at best, because it was at the end of the night and it was before we went back to your place and he crashed on your floor.
Yeah.
I can definitely see what he meant when he was talking about this place. He had big dreams for it. Hopefully he'll be able to do something nice here. Though, I mean, he was executed, so...
Wow, what's a light execution between friends, huh?
No use dwelling on the past. Which is like the exact opposite of the dwarven saying, and he does it very deliberately.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no use dwelling on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay, well, I would love to try and estimate, because if I'm going to undertake fixing an entire theater by myself, it's going to take like weeks to months.
Yeah.
Estimate what would be like a reasonable like time frame and costs, sort of thing. And that would be a good contractor.
Yeah, so that would be like fixing wise, mending wise.
Yeah, I don't have a wise related to it. I only have mending.
Yeah, this is definitely a wise roll. What wises do you have?
Dwarven art wise, soot wise, hypocritical bastards wise. I don't have it yeah, I don't have the skills for something of this scope, which I guess is why I would make a beginner's test for instead.
Yep, yeah. But you have mending. That means you can just mend anything.
Yeah, I'll fix it. I just don't know how long it's going to take or how much it will cost.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I feel like that, yeah, like a mending wise, we'll call it.
Why don't we open project management wise?
Also a good idea. I like it.
All right. Oh dear. It's a scary skill. And all wises are based on will, I want to say. Yeah, it's not perception. Unless it is.
I think it's perception. Yes, wise is a perception.
Okay, so I'm slightly less good at that. That's fine.
All wises are perception, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, that's a bit backwards on that one. Okay, and what's the sort of failure here? Is the failure that I don't adequately get myself paid, or like I planned wrong?
Yeah, I feel like the more interesting thing is not that you don't you don't like, you're able to like estimate what it's going to cost, but you miss something important, and like that's going to come up when like there's going to be something important that needs fixing that you don't notice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is a project management wise role the correct role then? Because I was thinking this was a test too. After I had assessed, should I roll something before that, like a perception, to try and?
Yeah, that might be a better idea.
Okay.
Yeah. To like try and negate that.
Yeah, sure. What's the ob on the perception then? If there's a thing that I'm supposed to be finding out.
Free.
Okay. You can't add anything into your stat rolls, can you? Really?
No.
Not unless you've got like irrelevant wise to roll beforehand.
Well, I'll miss something.
Yeah. So you're gonna miss something important.
Okay, it's reasonable. And then we do the project management wise to like work out pay and stuff.
Yeah. So the failure on this then is gonna be you're gonna like I think underestimate the time it's going to take and overestimate the cost.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Reasonable. What's the ob?
Ob 3.
Okay. I can't succeed on this. But gotta start somewhere. No additional complications. I did relatively well if I had the skill.
Yeah, so you
I'm just saying there is a 6 in there if you really want to go for it.
You do have 13 fate.
/ get a fate in your perception.
I failed. It didn't go well. I'll take the difficult perception test though. Yeah.
Okay. So you come up with a time frame that is
acceptable.
If I'm with the guy, he's like, oh, I'd love to have something so that we could celebrate the summer festivals here, like some way through there. I'm like, I'll have it done in a few months, and it's just totally impossible.
Yeah, like you reckon you could like get it done like halfway through the summer.
Which is just wrong. Very wrong. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And I guess the way this will work is I won't need to buy materials. It will just come out of the price that what I'm paid at the end.
Yeah.
What do we agree for completing the work? Because this is
this is important.
Fucking situation going
on. So I feel like
Alov doesn't do spec work.
There's maybe a haggling roll.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. But also trying to open that. What's his will? Or his haggling?
He is a merchant, so he has haggling. I think he has haggling free.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you roll that and set him up then?
But
I'll fail again. But
this isn't really his like remit. He's like a spice and like imports dude. He's certainly not a so I think he's just going to be on his free dice.
Okay.
So he gets 3 successes.
Thanks for that. Alright.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah, I'm shit at this as well.
Yeah.
That's fine. So I get less than what we expect.
Yeah.
That routine Highland test.
It's getting there.
Mm.
So he needs 3 more. That should be.
Yeah, so I think you pitch quite high for this, but he's just like, oh no, of course not. That's just never gonna cost this much. Blah 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 blah.
I totally misread it, and he wants a shoddy theatre. He doesn't want a dwarven theatre. He wants a shoddy theatre.
Yeah.
Oh.
How dare you fuck up my theatre?
Look, even if your theatre was nice, it would be a shoddy theatre.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, so I don't actually know what like a reasonable the reasonable price would have been, and then haggling it down.
I mean, for multiple months worth of work, probably 4 cash.
Yeah, 4 cash.
3.
Yeah, we can call it free cash die.
Yeah. Okay. Or it could be a fund, actually. Which
it could
might
be a fund.
Very
actually,
interesting. Yeah. And you can make that low. You can make that maybe 1 or 2 instead.
Yeah. Yeah, like a 2 die fund might be the.
All right, sweet.
Might be the way to go for that.
Well, this is going to be my character tied up for a decent amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I feel like what might actually be, we've talked about this a whole bunch, is finally settling and doing a downtime phase. So that might be something that is a good idea for us to fit in at some point.
Yeah,
it'll be really nice because I will fail my resources test to have upkeep, get taxed super hard, and then get a fund afterward.
Yeah.
So I'll be living off someone else's money, but that's always interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll write down 2 die fund.
And I imagine that's going to mean I'm practicing black metal artifice and mending.
Yeah.
And project management, maybe, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Over the months. That's
okay.
Cool. I like when it's a prescriptive practice session as well. It's nice.
Dwarven crafted theatre seats.
Yeah, they do the thing in modern ones where they fold up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to
like really hard and uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Just made of stone.
Stones. Well, how else are you supposed to charge that extra penny for a cushion?
Exactly. Okay, so do we want to take a break and then do another scene with Sophia, maybe, or do we want to? We can wrap up here and go over beliefs and stuff. I'm happy either way.
I think if we're angling towards a downtime, I'm pretty happy with where Adriana is. I do have a question. With where Adriana is, which is, so I am currently taxed by 2, which I got for hiring a singing teacher for Elia.
She has been attending her singing lessons. She just hasn't really been working at it.
If I fire said singing teacher, how will my tax do?
I mean, you paid him.
Sure,
yeah,
but
you paid him in advance. That money is gone.
But resources isn't cash. Resources is and if I no longer have him on staff, because the reason I'm taxed because he's a really expensive person to keep around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not that I gave him a lump sum of money.
Yeah.
It's that I am
There
paying
are
him all the time to be around.
there are mechanics in the game for recovering tax.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah.
They kind of are.
Yeah, it'll just be working a job during the downtime, and maybe by getting rid of him, you get like an advantage die on practicing that or something like that.
Yeah,
is how I guess
the rules for getting rid of tax are
rough.
Get a job.
Really bad.
I mean, that's the only way to do it, and it's
Yes, but I feel like in the downtime, like it's entirely reasonable for you to be able to like just use your downtime, test the skill you have really good in, and get all your tax back.
But I super want some routine tests.
I know.
Oh shit! There we go again.
The alternative for getting tax.
I'm gonna get myself a new headset for Christmas, team. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna have an actual length headphone cable.
That'll be nice. I want to get a headset that just has a smaller like profile on my head.
I want a bigger profile. I want it to be like here, out to here.
Dave the Size Queen.
Like World of Warcraft shoulder pads for your ears.
On my ears.
Tier 7 raid headphones. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the Ajana is to go into some downtime. But
Ash, are you happy to?
I always enjoy some Sophia.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think the thing is I'm not sure.
Get those practice seduction.
I have a scene I want to do with Sophia. I have
sure,
something.
Let's do it.
I have something. So let's take a break and we'll come back. We'll do a short scene and then we'll wrap up the show.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, we'll be back in just a few minutes. We'll see you then.